Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our continuing coverage of the 2017 Florida-Dixie Youth Baseball AA Machine Pitch State Tournament. I'm Mike Rideout for JockJive.com. We have reached bracket play. The final four here in the B Division: Franklin County, Fort Meade, Port St. Joe, and Holmes County. Franklin County, the top seed, 5-0 through pool play Saturday and Sunday. Port St. Joe, the number 2 seed. Their only loss to Franklin County, they finished 4-1. Fort Meade went 3-2, and Holmes County went 2-3, but able to get in as the number 4 seed. So in our first game here on this field, Field 1, the Buzz Field, we've got Holmes County and Port St. Joe. Holmes County, as I noted, the 4 seed will be the visiting team. And here is their starting lineup. Their manager is Ryan Boyd. He is assisted by Sam Bailey, William Mathis, and Robbie Evans. Leading off at second base will be number 1, Bowden Bailey. Batting second in left center, number 7, Hunter Evans. Batting third at shortstop, number 2, Bryant Mathis. First baseman, number 8, Rhett Boyd, bats fourth. Batting fifth at third base, number 4, Cash Nelson. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 13, Kason Evans. Batting seventh in right field, number 5, Nate Reynolds. Batting eighth and pitching, number 20, Zarius Goodman. Batting ninth, number 14, Asa Baldry. Batting 10th in left field, number 3, Drexel Howell. And batting 11th and 12th, the right center fielder, number 12, Brady Womble. And number 6, Charlie Womble. For the home team, Port St. Joe, manager Mark Costin. Assistant coaches Harold Williams, Shanika Williams, and Ben Ashcraft. Leading off will be the pitcher, number 5, Cade Costin. Batting second at first base, number 13, Caden Brown. The catcher, number 1, Eli Harris, bats third. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, number 14, Terrell Williams. The fifth batter is number 8, third baseman, Angel Mace. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 6, Zay Jenkins. Batting seventh in center field, number 12, Easton Buchanan. Batting eighth in left field, number 4, Jaden Reese. Batting ninth in right field, number 3, Darian Cherry. Batting 10th, number 24, Kason Ashcraft. Batting 11th, number 9, Costin Marshall. And batting 12th in right center, number 7, Stratton Levens. So just about to get started here. Let's take a quick break while they'll continue working on the pitching machine. And we'll have the first pitch in just a moment right here on JockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game. And all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com.
All right, welcome back to Sebring. We get ready for machine pitch bracket play. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. Folks, love to hear from you. Don't forget the shout-outs. Keep them coming. You can send your shout-outs via text message to area code 352-258-8450. That number provided just up above the scoreboard that we have on the monitor on the screen for you. So send your shout-outs via text message. If you're new to the shout-outs, basically what we're looking for, who's it to, who's it from, and where are you guys watching the game? I always like to know where people are watching because we have people around the country. We've had people that have been stationed overseas sending in shout-outs from other countries. So let us know where you are. But most importantly, who's the shout-out to, and then who's it from? All of our games are archived. The players go back and watch the game. So if they hear a shout-out, make sure you let us know who you are so they will know who sent the shout-out. But here's an example. Good luck, Bound and Bailey, from Mom and Dad watching in Holmes County, just as an example. And here is Bound and Bailey, the second baseman, taking the first pitch of the ball game for ball one. Well, we will have a little different rule in that no time limit for these games. So we're in bracket play now. We'll play 6 innings as this is popped up down the third base line. A diving catch made by the pitcher. Cade Costin has made some pretty good plays in this tournament. That might be the best play that he has made defensively on a diving catch to take away a hit. So there's your first out of the ball game. One out for left center fielder number 7, Hunter Evans. The maximum number of runs you can score in an inning is 7, but it's unlimited in the 6th inning. Evans going to lay down a bunt, but bunts it foul. One out, base is empty, just underway in the top of the first inning. Holmes County and Port St. Joe. Winner of this game and the loser of this game will play at 12:30 today. The winner will play on the JC field. I'll have the call of the losers bracket game here on the Buzz Field. A swing and a miss by Evans. And each batter gets 5 pitches. You must make contact on the 5th pitch. The 1-out pitch popped up behind home plate. That's going to get out of play. These teams did play once in pool play. Port St. Joe defeated Holmes County. Final score in that game was 8-2. That game was scheduled to be played on Saturday because of the weather. It pushed the game back to Sunday morning. And Port St. Joe, boy, I tell you, yesterday, give Shalimar credit. I mean, that's a team that got better as the tournament progressed. Even though Shalimar did not win a game, I was really impressed with the way they responded down the stretch. A swing and a miss. Just as an example, Shalimar scored a total of 3 runs in their first 2 games and then scored 4 against Franklin County in a loss. This one hit to third by Bryant Mathis. Up with it quickly. The throw over the head of the first baseman. That'll be an error. And that will put a runner at second with 2 outs. But again, Shalimar gave Port St. Joe all they could handle yesterday. Took an early 2-0 lead. Shalimar, by the way, lost to Liberty County 10-9. So nearly won a game in this tournament. And then I thought they may be able to pull the upset yesterday against Port St. Joe. Give Port St. Joe credit. They played a bunch of games yesterday. Popped up out of play by Rhett Boyd. But Port St. Joe dug deep, was able to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, and then they won it in the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2. Great game yesterday. But I did want to single out Shalimar. I thought they finished strong in this tournament. Bryant Mathis at second base. 2 outs for the first baseman, number 8, Rhett Boyd. The 2-out pitch popped up to third. The catch is made for out number 3. Angel Mace over there at third base to make the putout. And that will do it for Holmes County in the first. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on base. We've completed a half inning of play. It's Holmes County nothing. Port St. Joe coming to the plate.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did. Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the first inning. Cade Costin set to lead it off for Port St. Joe. No score, bottom of the first. Game scheduled for 6. Down to the final 4 teams here in the B Division. Tournament will conclude tomorrow. And then for us, as that one's fouled off at home plate, we'll get 2 days rest, and then we'll head to East Lakeland and bring you coverage from the T-ball and majors state tournaments. All games broadcast live here at JockJive.com. Busy month of July with Florida and Alabama Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament and World Series events. Ground ball over to the shortstop, but there will be no play. Mathis had to go off his glove, but he wouldn't have gotten him anyway. Costin with good speed will be safe at first base. So an infield hit to begin, and that will send up Caden Brown, the first baseman. Don't forget, all of our games are archived. Go to the same spot you watch the live coverage and watch the archives. Brown takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Throw to second. That'll send the runner back to first. If you want a DVD of any game of the Florida Dixie Youth Baseball AA Machine Pitch State Tournament, email info@jockjive.com and we'll get the process started. DVDs are $10 per game plus shipping and handling. That's info@jockjive.com. Swing and a miss. Third pitch coming up to Costin. Or to Brown, rather, with Costin. I'm watching him over at first base. Next pitch to Brown. That one's fouled back. Once again, if you'd like to send a shout out, the number Area code 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs via text message to 352-258-8450. A swing and a miss at the next pitch for strike 3. One thing I did learn yesterday, I thought it was interesting that Cade Costin had the same name as Costin Marshall. They were both spelled the same, C-O-S-T-I-N. And I learned yesterday that Cade Costin and Costin Marshall are cousins. Runner going to second. They had him out at second, but the ball goes off the glove of the shortstop. And Cade Costin is safe at second base. So it wasn't coincidental that they had the same name, Costin. Eli Harris, the batter, starting catcher, batting with one out and a runner at second. And he hits this one in the air to center field. That will drop for a base hit. Cade Costin rounding third. He's coming home. The throw to the plate won't be made. And Port St. Joe on the scoreboard first. The throw to first gets by the first baseman. And Eli Harris now rounding second, heading to third. Now he'll scoot back to second. He's got good speed. So a base hit and then an error to allow him to go over to second.
Williams, number 14.
Port St. Joe with a 1-0 lead. Here is the cleanup hitter, the second baseman, number 14, Terrell Williams. First pitch to the right-hander, taken for ball one. I can't remember which team it was. We did have a switch hitter in this tournament. Young man took a swing and missed it from the left side of the plate. Then he switched over to the right side. Runner at second, and the pitch to Williams. Grounded to the shortstop. Runner will hold at second. Now he takes off for first. The throw, or just third rather, the throw away from first. And it's going to be a dead ball. They will give the runner home plate as it went into the dugout on the throwing error. And Port St. Joe now leads it 2-0. Well, let's see. Now they're sending Harris back to third. I don't know if that's right. He was already at third, and the umpires are going to get together to discuss that. That's what the Port St. Joe coach, I think, is explaining. I mean, Williams gets second. The runner going to third should get an extra base. He was already on the run when he waited on the shortstop to field it, and then as soon as he let go of it, he was on his way to third base. And yes, they will award him home plate. Well, the Holmes County coach doesn't like it, so he's got to voice his opinion too. Folks, don't forget, send your shout out. Make sure you send your shout out in via text message. Don't call the number. Please send your shout outs in via text message. Thank you. Once again, folks, make sure you send your shout outs via text message. Please don't call the number. Send your shout outs in via text message. Thank you. Got a couple of calls coming in from 850 area code. Well, now it's been overruled. That's interesting. So runners at second and third. First pitch taken inside for ball one. Timeout called. Angel Mace, the third baseman, the batter. with runners at second and third. And Port St. Joe leading it 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Game scheduled for 6. Our first game in bracket play. Final 4 teams here in the B division. Popped up right side. The catcher dives and couldn't come up with it. That'll be a base hit. A great effort by Kason Evans. Just not able to make the play, but it will be an infield hit. They do keep the runner at third, so the bases are loaded with 1 out for Zay Jenkins. That one is taken for a ball. We have some shout-outs coming in. We'll get to those in just a moment. Swung on and a ground ball by Jenkins to third. They wanted to come home with it, but not able to get the throw, and everybody's going to be safe. Well, that'll be we'll call that a fielder's choice, as shortstop thought about coming home with it. Everyone moves up a base, and that gives Port St. Joe a 2-0 lead. Let's get to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Here's a shout-out to Bennett McNair and Carson. Nope, that's actually for the other announcer, Justin Allum. So make sure you send the shout-out to the corresponding announcer. Easton Buchanan, the batter. All right, here's one. Stratton Levens. Colton, well, I'll get another area code. Once again, folks, make sure you send your shout-outs in via text message. Thank you. A pop-up over the head of the second baseman. 1 run will score. Here comes run number 2. The throw to the plate not in time. The throw to third also not in time. So a base hit for Buchanan. And that plates 2 more runs. Jenkins safe at third. Buchanan went to second. And Port St. Joe with a good first inning, 4-0. Again, that shout-out, Stratton Lewis, Colton and Caden says, let's go, best buddy. We love you, number 7. Once again, Stratton Levens from Colton and Caden. I wish you good luck. Thank you, guys. Jaden Reese, the batter, with runners at second and third and 1 out in the inning. Getting a lot of Franklin County shout-outs. So I'll send those over to Justin Allum. His first pitch is taken for ball 1. The shout-out number is located on the screen, so make sure you send it to the appropriate announcer. This one's fouled back. Third pitch coming out. Swing and a miss. Actually, that was strike 3. My apologies, and that's the second out of the inning. Sitting here sending these shout-outs to the other announcer, and I missed a pitch. Jenkins at third base, Buchanan at second for Darian Cherry. Cherry batting with runners at second and third, 2 outs. Port St. Joe with a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. He'll step out and take ball 1. And that one hit into left field for a base hit. And it gets by the left fielder. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Both runs will score. That'll be a hit and an error to send Cherry to second base. So 2 more runs come across the plate. Now, the mercy rule is in effect for this game. 15 runs after 3, 10 runs after 4, and a great start for Port St. Joe with a 6-0 first inning lead. That sends up Kason Ashcraft. First pitch taken for ball 1. (352) 258-8450. Again, send your shout-outs. I got about 4 phone calls here in this half inning. I can't answer the lines on the air, so send your shout-outs via text message. The pitch to Ashcraft. He takes that one inside for a ball. For the third, but the runner will hold at second. Cade Costin, Eli Harris, Terrell Williams, Angel Mace, Zay Jenkins, and Easton Buchanan have all scored a 6-run first inning. And a ground ball to first off the glove of the first baseman, but he knocked it down, picked it up. And Rhett Boyd will record the out for the third out of the inning. But what an inning it was for Port St. Joe. A great start. 6-run first. After 1, it's Port St. Joe 6, Holmes County nothing. You're watching live coverage of the Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch State Tournament right here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together. Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right. We have a package to fit practically every budget.
All right, let's turn that down as Cash Nelson hits the first pitch over to the shortstop. The throw to first. Not in time. An infield hit for Cash Nelson. Our apologies there. Coming back a little bit late with our audio break. That sends up Keeson Evans. 6-0 Port St. Joe. We're in the top of the second inning. First pitch taken for a ball. The runner's going to second. The throw wide of the bag, so a stolen base for Nelson. As Holmes County looks for its first run of the game. Next pitch, swing and a miss. All right, some changes for Port St. Joe. Kason Ashcraft has gone in for Darian Cherry in right field as this is popped up right side with hooking out of play. And number 7, I think he means number 9 for 7, Costin Marshall. Stratton Levin started in right center. So there's your changes for Port St. Joe. Kason Evans at the plate with a runner at second, nobody out. We're in the top of the second, game scheduled for 6. This one's fouled back. So the 5th pitch coming up for Kason. Winners and losers bracket games to follow at 12:30. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning at 10. Games at 10 and 12:30, and an if necessary game to follow. Fouled back again. Evans is fouling off a bunch of pitches here to stay alive. We'll have to again make contact. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's your first out of the inning. Once again, folks, don't forget, send your shout-outs via text message. 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. That's the number if you'd like to send in a shout-out via text message. Nate Reynolds, the batter, shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes ball 1. Holmes County did have a runner last inning, but couldn't score. They've got a runner at second here in the second with 1 out. You heard the promo we just ran in between innings, promoting all the sports, a lot of the sports that we broadcast. That one swung on and missed. While it's a busy summer, it's probably an even busier fall. This fall, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, Georgia Military College football, Great American Rivalries, high school football, the ACCC Game of the Week, and more. This is popped up first base side, and a diving catch made again. How about that young man? Cade Costin made a diving catch on the third base side in the first inning. He makes a diving catch on the first base side here in the second. Wow. 2 great plays by Cade Costin. I thought the first baseman might make the catch, and all of a sudden here comes Cade out of nowhere to make the diving catch. So 2 outs for Zarius Goodman. Those are the types of plays that win you championships. Next pitch to Goodman. That one hits sharply. Look out, coach. Did a good job of a little baby hurdle over that ball. Hit sharply, but foul. Two outs, 1 on. Top of the second. Holmes County trailing 6-0. Ground ball over to the shortstop. Throw across. A little bit high, but in time. Good play by Zay Jenkins. Also a nice little stretch as Brown makes the catch at first. 6-3 put out for the third out of the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Port St. Joe 6, Holmes County nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation? The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@jockjive.com.
We head to the bottom of the second inning. Port St. Joe will send up banners 11, 12, and 1.
Number 9.
We have a defensive change for Holmes County. Asa Baldry has gone in to left center for Hunter Evans. Costin Marshall leading it off. Second pitch is lined into left field for a base hit. And that ball gets, well, he's going to go to second and get there safely.
Next batter, Stratton Levens, number 7.
So with a runner at second, nobody out, that sends up Stratton Levens. Marshall taking advantage of the delay, getting the ball in from the outfield. Third baseman creeping in as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Port St. Joe with 6 runs in the first inning. Leading it here in the second with a runner at second. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Fourth pitch coming up to the number 12 hitter for Port St. Joe, Levens. And he's out on strikes for the first out of the inning. 1 out, we head to the top of the order.
Next batter, Cade Costin, number 5.
Well, here's the player of the game so far, I think, with the way he's played defense. Cade Costin, he also has an infield hit and a run scored and a stolen base. And we're only in the second inning. He's taken away 2 hits with diving plays. He right now has the game-winning run as he bunts this one, and there's another hit, a bunt single for Cade Costin. Runner is, Costin's going to second. He's going to get there, and that'll send the runner home. The throw gets away, and Costin, with his speed, will get to third.
Next batter, Caden Brown.
Boy, what a spark plug Cade Costin is for this Port St. Joe team. It's now 7-0 Port St. Joe. Caden Brown, the batter. He'll take ball 1. Brown with a close stance to the plate. Fouls it back. Port St. Joe looking to advance to the winner's bracket. Right now a commanding 7-0 lead. Only in the second inning. Next pitch. That one hit off the pitching machine. That'll be a dead ball base hit. The runner will have to hold at third, but Brown will be safe at first. Runners on the corners with one out for Eli Harris, who singled and scored back in the first inning. First pitch to Harris coming up. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450. This one's across the plate, taken for a ball. The runner's going to go to second. So Brown and Costin are both in scoring position with one out. And Port St. Joe looking to keep the pressure on by plating more runs. Ground ball over to the shortstop between his legs. That'll be an error. One run will score. They're going to send, well, they were going to send the second run home, but Brown tripped over the bag at third. The throw home will get the runner to second.
Next batter, Terrell Williams.
Brown tripped and fell as he was rounding the bag at third, so he had to stay at third. Harris goes to second. Costin scored to make it 8-0, and timeout called. Holmes County wants to gather the troops and try and settle them down here. This thing's starting to get away. Terrell Williams will be the batter. He reached on an error and scored in the first inning. Eight nothing. Port St. Joe. 6 in the first, 2 so far here in the second inning. We'll see if we can get an update for the other B division game between Franklin County and Fort Meade. I'll try to get a score in between innings. Caden Brown at third base, Eli Harris at second. Terrell Williams at the plate. He takes ball one. 8-0 Port St. Joe looking for a double-digit lead early in this game. Game's scheduled for 6. I don't think we're going to get there, unless Holmes County can find a way to keep them off the scoreboard. Popped up into right field, and, well, was initially caught but then dropped. Good effort. It was a long run for Nate Reynolds, not able to make the catch. Caden Brown scored on the play to make it 9-0.
Batter, Angel Mace, number 8.
Runners are on the corners with one out for Angel Mace. Eli Harris now at third base. Williams at first. Mace had an infield hit his first at bat. He also scored as part of that 6-run first inning. He'll take the first pitch. The runner's going to go to second and get there without a throw. Both runners in scoring position now. Bottom of the second with one out. Next pitch is grounded over to second. Nice play, sliding to knock the ball down, and then getting up is Bowden Bailey to throw out the runner. 4-3. It will be an RBI for Mace. Scoring on the play was Eli Harris. Terrell Williams moves to third.
Jenkins, number 6.
2 outs, and the score is now 10-0. That sends up Zay Jenkins, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored. You know, you think about it yesterday, as this one's bunted left side, the third baseman won't have a throw. That's going to be a bunt single. Another run will score as Jenkins picks up an RBI. And it's now 11-0. But you think about it, yesterday Port St. Joe had trouble scoring runs. Through the first 4 innings against Shalimar, they were scoreless. Ended up winning the game 3-2. Runner going to go to second. No, he's not. He's going to go back. They're going to throw to first, and now they got him in a pickle. Throw back to second, but he's going to get in there safely. So Jenkins does get the stolen base, but they made him work for it. 2 outs here in the second for Easton Buchanan, who singled in 2 runs his last at bat. He also scored. I guess the extra night or the rest, you know, they played a bunch of games yesterday. Good night's sleep has woken them up today. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see a good night's rest. It seems like all they do once they play a long day of baseball, first thing they do is hit the swimming pool. I want just some of their energy. Ground ball to second. This should do it. Throw over to first in time. 4-3 put out, and the inning is over. But another big inning. 5 runs across the plate. We've completed 2. It's Port St. Joe 11, Holmes County nothing here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series? The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
All right, we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Port St. Joe, 11-0. Here's a shout out as we get ready to begin the next inning. This is to Caden Brown and St. Joe. Hit hard, run fast from Daddy, Christy, and baby sister. We love you. Thank you, guys. That's how it's done. If you'd like to send a shout out, send it via text message to 352-258-8450. Asa Baldrick will lead it off for Holmes County. Batters 9, 10, and 11. And Holmes County has to find a way to start plating some runs. Port St. Joe will actually have a chance to win it. They can score 4 in the bottom of the 3rd and keep Holmes County off the scoreboard here in the top of the 3rd. Score to pass along from the other B Division game. Franklin County 3. Fort Meade nothing. They're in the 2nd inning of that game. Swing and a miss by Baldry. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. In the traditional bracket, South Sumter is playing Bartow and Sebring is playing Lake Placid. South Sumter was the #1 seed in Pool 1. Sebring was the #1 seed in Pool 2. Swing and a miss by Baldry. He is out on strikes for the first out of the inning. One out for Drexel
Next
Howell.
batter is Drexel Howell, number 3.
Starting left fielder. And the next pitch, that one's taken low for ball 1. Swing and a miss. I continue to get phone calls, although it may be for Franklin County, but make sure you send your shout-outs via text message. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. That is just the second hit for Holmes County. And that's the first hit to get to the outfield.
Number 12.
A one-out single. And the Wombles are coming up. First, Brady Womble, the right center fielder. Where's number 12? His brother wears number 6. First pitch taken for a ball, and off the glove of the catcher. That's going to get the runner to second base. Holmes County looking for its first run of the game. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Brady scoots a little bit closer to the plate and tries to bunt it, but bunts it foul. Next pitch, foul back. And another foul ball. So good at bat here by Brady Womble to stay alive. And this one hit over to second. Off the glove of the second baseman. That'll be an error. So Holmes County has something going now. Runners on the corners with one out. Top of the order on deck. Here's the number 12 hitter, Charlie Womble. First and third for Holmes County. They trail it 11-0 here in the top of the third inning. And they show bunt, but the runner will hold. You could conceivably take off for second. I mean, with that runner down at third base, I doubt they will throw it down there. Take some chances, down 11. Let's see if they send Brady Womble this time. Charlie will likely be swinging away here, too. Well, he's going to bunt it foul, and yes, the runner was taken off there. One out with runners on the corners. And he did go around, or did offer at it. So that's 2 strikes on Womble. Once again, folks, make sure that you send your shout-outs in via text message. Please don't call the number. Send your shout-outs in via text message. Charlie Womble still alive. That runner did get to second base. So Drexel Howell at third, Brady Womble at second, with Charlie Womble at the plate and one out. Holmes County Both runners in scoring position, but Charlie with a swing and a miss for strike 3. And there's your second out of the inning. Top of the order coming up, though.
Number 1.
Let's see if Holmes County can find a way to get these runs in. Bowden Bailey popped up to the pitch. The first time grounds this one past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They'll hold the other runner at third. But Bowden Bailey delivers an RBI single, and Holmes County is at least on the scoreboard. That gives them something to work with now. They cut it the game to a 10-run game, 11-1. Drexel Howell scoring on the play. Brady Womble to third. And that sends up Hunter Evans with runners on the corners. Struck out his first at bat. And the pitch taken for a ball. Runner's going to go to second. They won't throw there, so they can keep that runner at third base. This one is swung on and, well, may have hit the catcher in his back. He kind of turned on the play. I think it caught him on, right in the middle of the back area. They're going to rub that thing out as he kind of caught it at an angle. Let's hope Eli's okay. Probably may have knocked the wind out of him a little bit too. Folks, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Looks like he's going to be okay. We are trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer and need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on score schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Thank you. If you need a sports fix 24/7, whether live or archive, you can get it on JockJive.com. We have multiple channels with multiple sporting events and shows from practically every level of competition. There's the ACCC, the GCAA, Georgia Military Channel, Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Baseball, Georgia Highland Softball channels, and so much more. JockJive.com for those with an insatiable sports appetite. Well, good to see that he is okay. Here's a shout out that says, "Way to go, St. Joe," from Trent Davis and City Workers. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you tuning in.
Next batter, Bryant Mathis, number 2. My bad. Next batter, Hunter Evans, number 7.
Hunter Evans working with a 1-1 count. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. This is swung on and fouled back, so he stays alive. He'll have to make contact on this pitch as well. Holmes County trails 11-1, batting in the top of the third inning. Game scheduled for 6, but the mercy rule in effect. 15 after 3, 10 after 4. Popped up, left side of the infield. The pitcher, Costin, is there, and he will make the catch for out number 3. He didn't have to die for it this time. And Holmes County does get something to work with. They're on the scoreboard, scoring a run on a couple of hits and an error. We head to the bottom of the third. It's Port St. Joe 11, Holmes County 1. You're watching live coverage right here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com. JockJive.com. We are literally taking the world by storm. Last year, more than 3,000 cities worldwide turned into our coverage of football, baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball. From T-ball to the NCAA Division I athletics, JockJive crews have traveled this nation to provide you the finest in sports coverage. So the next time you need the spotlight clearing on your sports venture, think JockJive.com. Maybe not the only internet sports channel, but the best one.
All right, for Port St. Joe here in the bottom of the third inning. They send up batters 8, 9, and 10. Jaden Reese leading it off. (11-1) our score. As that one is fouled off. There's a shout out that says, good luck to the Port St. Joe boys from the Pickles in Tallahassee. Appreciate it, guys. Another shout out, let's go St. Joe from Janice Hamilton and family. Thank you, guys. Popped up left side. The shortstop drifting back. The catch will be made by Bryant Mathis. One away. Well, Port St. Joe would like to get some insurance here because they do have a double-digit lead. They can end it in the fourth if they keep Holmes County off the board, regardless of what happens in this inning. But if Holmes County scores and cuts it to single digits, we'll at least play one more half inning in the fourth. Darian Cherry, the batter, he singled in 2 runs his last at bat. This pitch hit down the left field line, hooking foul. We've seen Cherry with some power in this tournament, and you could probably just imagine what, the potential is for this young man. He's got the body frame early. Pretty good approach to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 out, bases empty, bottom of the third. Port St. Joe 11, Holmes County 1. We're in bracket play here on this Monday, July 3rd. Everyone getting ready for a big holiday coming up. Happy Independence Day. Hope everyone has a very happy but safe 4th of July. We'll be here broadcasting. Bouncing ball over to short. The throw to first in time. Good play by Mathis, 2 away.
Next batter,
2 outs for Kaysen Ashcraft. Ashcraft grounded out to first, his first at bat. He'll take ball 1. Next game, our last game today, will be played at 12:30. Popped up left side, foul territory, and the third baseman not able to come up with it. Cash Nelson put the glove up but couldn't come down with it. I'll have the call of the losers bracket game here on this field, Field 1. The loser of the Franklin County Fort Meade game versus the loser of this one at 12:30. Okay, thanks. All right, just getting an update from Justin Olam, who's calling the Franklin County Fort Meade game. Fort Meade has come back to tie it at 3 apiece with Franklin County. That's a good one over there on the JC field. Ashcraft still at the plate with 2 outs. And the next pitch, foul back. 5th pitch coming up for Kaysen. Interesting, too, because yesterday Franklin County beat Fort Meade 16-1. As that is fouled back. Fort Meade had 1 loss going into that game. Two out, space is empty for Port St. Joe, leading by 10 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the next pitch. That's fouled off again. Swung on and popped up to the pitcher. The catch will be made, and it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the 3rd inning. So first time that Port St. Joe fails to score, but if they keep Holmes County off the scoreboard in the 4th, they'll win the game via the mercy rule. We head to the top of the 4th. It's Port St. Joe 11, Holmes County 1, right here on JockJive.com.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did. Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Are you a friend of JockJive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together. Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies.
Mathis, number 2.
All right, here we go to the the top of the 4th inning, and it's do or die time now for Holmes County. They need to play at least one run to keep this thing going, or Port St. Joe will win via the mercy rule. Bryant Mathis leading it off. Swing and a miss here. Mathis reached on an error his first at bat. And the winner of this game will play the Franklin County Fort Meade winner. That game currently tied at 3 apiece. Loser will play the loser of that game. Both games are at 12:30 Eastern today. Swung on and hit into center field for a base hit. So a good start for Holmes County. They get their leadoff guy on base.
Next batter, Rhett Boyd, number 8.
That will send out Rhett Boyd, the first baseman. Boyd popped up to third, his first at bat. Runner threatening to go to second. I'll throw it to the pitcher to send him back to first. Next pitch. Grounded to first. Knocked down at first on a great play to get the out. Caden Brown takes away a hit. Actually, excuse me, that's Eli Harris that has moved to first. Caden Brown has moved behind the plate. 3 unassisted. Runner goes to second, and there's your first out.
Number 4.
Well, dead ball gets through. Runner gets to third and maybe scores on the play. So great defensive play. We've seen some really good defensive plays by Port St. Joe. 1 out with a runner at second for Cash Nelson, who had an infield hit his first at bat. Holmes County needs to try to find a way to get that run home so they can at least send this game to the bottom of the 4th. Port St. Joe hoping to end it here in the top of the inning. Ground ball to the shortstop. Another good play, knocking it down. The throw to first, got him at first. I believe that's still Zay Jenkins over there at shortstop. 6-3 put out. Runner will move to third, but now there's 2 outs in the inning.
Evans, number 13.
Kason Evans at the plate. Struck out his last at bat. Chance to atone for that here now with a runner at third base. 2 good defensive plays here in the top of the 4th inning. The championship, in fact, both games, or all games tomorrow in the B division will be played on the Elks Field. Bouncing ball to second, snagged at second, the throw to first in time, and the ball game is over. Port St. Joe will get the victory by the final score of 11-1 in 4 innings. And they will await the winner of Franklin County and Fort Meade today at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Holmes County will play the loser of that Franklin County-Fort Meade game also at 12:30. This one a final. Congratulations to Port St. Joe. Don't forget, if you want your very own DVD copy of any game broadcast during this year's state tournament, DVDs are $10 per game plus shipping and handling. Just email us info@jockjive.com, info@jockjive.com. I'll see you at 12:30 for the losers bracket game here on the Buzzfield Field 1. Until then, for all of us here at jockjive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless.
The MVP for today's game is Caden Brown, number 13, for the Point St. Joe. And the sportsmanship goes to number 12, Brady Womble, for Holmes County.